And I still want to know. Like I asked, I think it was Randy Leonard. You know, when I was interviewing for the TPAC.
Oh.
And it was one of those guys, one of those city council guys. I asked him, and he just looked at me like I was kind of goofball. So he said, "So do you think you could be a watchdog?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like for instance, and I provided the streetcar example. I'm like, I know some of the guys that worked on the damn things. I could have probably talked to him and said, "Hey, let New Orleans." I mean, if you can't find anybody in Portland, which I know they could have found somebody, we have a rail car manufacturer for Christ's sake right here in North Portland. I mean, Gunderson does tons of repairs.
Right.
You know. And they repair passenger cars. They have private cars in there every once in a while that they repair. We have the capability in town to build this stuff, and for some reason the city doesn't talk to these people. Probably because they're too blue collar or something. It freaks them out.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's where I come up with my latest blog entry. Is we have all these RV plants where we're laying off, shutting down people left and right. Navistar just bought one in Coburg. They're planning on it. We've got a Freightliner here that's going to be shutting down operations. Freightliner, parent company Daimler, owns 3-4 different bus companies.
Right.
Thomas, Orion, etc. And then, of course, Mercedes-Benz has their own. And Thomas, yeah. Navistar is really getting into the bus business, both school and transit buses.
Yeah.
You look at the stimulus package, a lot of it's going to go to buses. Whether or not Portland wants buses, most of it's going to, or a lot of it's going to go to buses.
They're going to get buses with it.
School buses have to be replaced every so many years. Why aren't we putting these RV plants to use building?
One of the climate directors actually kind of mentioned that at the board meeting.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
not this last
Did
one.
he ask like WTF?
Where is that movie? Is it up yet?
I don't know, but
Can't count on
But here we've got a truck plant that has a full capability of putting out buses, and yet we're watching hundreds of jobs walk out of Portland because it's not sexy enough, but we're spending God knows how many millions of dollars on a streetcar that's been under construction for how many years down in southeast Portland at Oregon Iron Works?
Yeah, what the hell are they doing there? Dude,
Wasn't that supposed to be done a year and a half ago?
No, it's supposed to be done this year. It actually is. But the thing is, I still got to ask, what are they building? It's a freaking streetcar.
The plans were handed to them.
$4 million of them things.
The plan was handed to them. They were told how to build it.
Yeah. And I think they hired some of the guys from there. They like moved here.
We're not building something brand new. It's here's the blueprints, build it.
Right.
And what's the market for streetcars? Maybe 20 a year? What's the market for buses? You could probably get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 buses out the door in Oregon, proudly saying made in Oregon, bring jobs right here to Portland and Dallas and Pendleton and Coburg. It's not sexy.
Yeah.
So we're going to fight over 20 windmill jobs. So
are we doing something with windmills now?
I don't understand it.
I
I don't get any of it myself.
Bestis, whatever. I actually wrote it. It was really cool. I was on the streetcar and some of the Bestis get on, and they were talking about, I guess, some issues with shipping their windmills. It was actually on the PG sponsored car.
Put like the fins on them?
What are they going to do with those windmills? Where are those?
Well, they ship them out to Eastern Oregon or whatever. And
they make them in Europe. They ship them into Vancouver.
That's another thing. These windmills are not complicated. I don't know why we're not building them in the country.
We are General Electric is.
We are doing it now?
General Electric's building it.
Finally. I was just saying, that's something that's like, we're not even buying them from a country that has like cheap labor.
We're buying them from Denmark.
Yeah. I mean, that's
so we're
not a
shipping
cheap
them
labor
in from
country.
Denmark.
No,
we're bringing them into the Port of Vancouver. Then we're sticking them on a truck, no less. Not a train.
I've seen them
a
on
truck.
84.
And we're sending all these trucks,
That's how those
along with
streetcars
all
got
the
here,
garbage trucks, up 84, because we love rail so much. Let's stick them on trucks up 84 to somewhere out in Eastern Oregon, so we can plant them there.
Yeah. I asked Chris Smith that. I said, so how are these new streetcars coming? Because the last batch of them, the 3 new ones that we got, they came from, over in Europe, and they arrived on the East Coast. They, put them on trucks. Heavy haul trucks, mind you, not like, standard trucks that'll cost, $2,400 to run something from New York out to here in Portland. No, we stuck them on heavy hauls that cost about $20,000 per car. So we had 3 cars, plus one that had trucks and assemblies and shit. So it costs like $200 grand to get the streetcars from the East Coast out to here. They could have stuck them on a standard freaking flat car, on a freight train, and hauled them out here for probably $5 grand a pop. sliding a little extra to
Well,
the
you
freight
can
company
stick-
for hauling weird shit.
You can stick a max train on a standard 86-foot flat car.
They used to do that for the original cars. They were
A
pictures
standard
of it.
86-foot, not a special heavy-duty flat car,
I had pictures
ordinary
of it.
car. So a street car could certainly fit on his flat car.
Oh, yeah.
3 of them, a box car or a container or something for whatever else crap. Stick on a regular train.
Yeah.
That's
You're
how
talking,
they
like
did the original
15, 20K at the most to haul them out here. But instead they spent, I know it was at least 100-something thousand. It got real close to 200 grand to ship them all out
If
here.
Boeing can ship 737s on a train from Kansas to Seattle, every 737 made travels on a train from Kansas to Seattle before the wings are attached.
They did that with the same train with the West.
They did it. They do it. I've got pictures of it.
Transit pier. Yeah.
So what were we talking about?
No, but that was the same train they had the Boeing stuff on as the West car.
Is it what?
The West came up here under its own, well, not under its own power, but on the end of the train.
That's right.
Yeah.
They did ship it on the same.
Because they thought they would be pulled gently that way. They were both.
Wait a second. How was? Wait, say that again.
They carried the Boeing parts, some Boeing parts, and the West cars on the same train because they thought they were both high.
But I thought the West car was supposed to withstand a buff strength of. Hey, let's just pull this out here, if you don't mind.
Yes, that's
What other junk you got in
No,
there?
it is supposed to meet FRA requirements of stupid insanity where people get.
Oh, I
switched.
think there's the actual numbers in here.
Yeah, there is. No, the West train was brought up here on a freight train,
Yeah, it was
but just attached.
Yeah,
Not like on a flat car.
There was attached to it like it was pulled up
Yeah.
on a railroad track.
yeah. It's just a
Okay, here we go. Here's the actual numbers. 800,000-pound compressive end load strength. 300,000-pound cab corner post strength. 500,000-pound cab collision post strength. And a 100,000-pound cab anti-climbing mechanism.
So dumb.
So if West had to be hauled on a special duty train, let's crash test it, see if it really meets the FRA regs.
Well, I mean, they just didn't, it was probably an ability to do it. It's not like what their special training was. They're already going there.
Either which way, there's no reason that passenger train should have to meet that, because who the hell is going to survive a 200,000-pound impact, let alone an 800,000-pound one? Humans can't survive that. We haven't quite evolved to that
We'll
stage
look at
yet.
the Metrolink crash at Chatsworth, where it was a head-on collision with Union Pacific freight train and
Right.
Metrolink locomotive first. And the force of it sent the locomotive all the way through the first passenger car.
Yeah, killed the 20-something people, yeah. And that's the thing, I mean, it's like, it's just, what's stupid is, okay, the automobile companies were forced to learn this, probably partly because of goofy old Ralph Nader himself, that if you build the cars stiff, people tend to break, literally. Smears, get stabbed with parts from the car, whatever. It's very horrible. So what did we start doing? We started having crumple zones. So now we have crumple zones in cars, and vastly more people survive automobile wrecks, because we have a whole ton more wrecks in this country nowadays. But people survive at a vastly higher rate because of the crumple zones. What are we doing with trains? We make them the complete opposite way. We make them tougher. So that, I don't know why. So people can squish better. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah. Meanwhile, Europe has made theirs lighter with crumple zones, where the train set stays rigid, and they just kind of bounce off the tracks and then slide off into some mud or whatever, and people survive. Like, Britain's wrecked a dozen trains in the past 20 years and have had barely any casualties whatsoever.
Really?
We wreck one train, we kill 28 people because they're all squished.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what's the explanation for that? There is no explanation.
I don't know.
Why are they doing
I asked
that?
a bunch of people at FRA, none of them would talk to me. And I even told them, I'm like, I'm not even in the media. I want answers. Why this law
They won't
exists.
even.
And they even had
won't
a guy,
respond or nothing.
There was a guy who did an entire write-up, a total scientific write-up of, basically asking, what's up with this rule? America's like the only country that has this absurdity on its rule books.